Hey, y'all. It's Empress Tee back again. I know I've been off scene for a couple of months, but I'm back on point now. And I just wanted to get back into it and talk to you all about the different chakras. So, the last time that we talked on the Empress Tee Healing Chat channel, we kind of went into what the Reiki healing is and what chakras that the Reiki healing affects in a positive way. And we also talked about what this channel entails. So now I said, you know what, let me get back into it and let me just start breaking down the different chakras. Again, there's about over 100 something chakras within our body, but we only concentrate on 7 major chakras. Okay, so I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna break down the chakras. Now, the chakras that I'm gonna be talking about, they may not be necessarily in the order from bottom to top, but I just attack the chakras on how my ancestors and my spirit guides tell me which ones I need to talk about first. And so we're gonna go in and we're gonna talk about the crown chakra. Okay, the crown chakra, and we know that the chakras are our energy centers. So the crown chakra, it is our gateway to spiritual wisdom. And I will share a little something with you all. I was going through a very difficult time last year. A lot of loved ones passed beyond the veil, transitioned to the ancestral realm, as well as a couple of my beloved pets. And I found myself in a really dark place and very depressed and couldn't understand why the things that were happening to me. I kept questioning, saying, I'm a good person, blah, blah, blah. But then the understanding came to me. Look, you need to open up to the universe and expand your levels and expand your knowledge and inner knowledge of who you are so that you can begin to heal. And how I found that out is, okay, well, I got 7 different chakras, major ones in my body. So, maybe I need to try to start healing myself and trying to come through this and understanding what, my spirit guides are trying to tell me. So I did that, and I doing a lot of research, meditating, listening to healing music, talking with my ancestors, and talking with my spirit guides. And as I begin to form a relationship with the universe, because that's what we have to do, is form a relationship. See, that's where the disconnect is. We got to get back to understanding that we are all connected. And if we're all connected, then we need to establish a relationship with the universe. So as I began to establish a relationship with the universe, as I begin to start speaking to the universe, start talking, start communicating with my ancestors, the spirit guides, I began to receive synchronicities back from the universe. I began to receive numeric messages. And this is how I know that my crown chakra was opening up and my other chakras were beginning to balance, because it's imperative that we understand that all the chakras have to be at a balance in order for us to feel grounded. And so I had to concentrate on balancing my chakras and clearing my chakras. And so today I just want to turn it right back around. I want to talk to you all about the crown chakra, okay? And like I said, the crown chakra is the gateway to spiritual wisdom. The root chakra, let me tell you a little bit about the root chakra, because the root chakra connects us to Mother Earth, and the crown chakra connects us to the universe. So a lot of times some of my close friends will, hear me say I got to get grounded. Well, that means that I walk outside barefooted, drink cold water, and just commune with the universe. Be at one. Go back to my roots, okay? The crown chakra disperses the universal energy or life force to the other 6 chakras. Let me say that again. The crown chakra disperses energy or life force to the other 7 major chakras. The crown chakra, it is a way of getting yourself away from ego. You know, a lot of times we let the ego take over and we make decisions based on our ego, but it's not necessarily nurturing for our spirit. So whenever we start opening up our crown chakra and start balancing our chakras, and specifically our crown chakra, then we know that that is the way to go to get away from our ego. The ego, we'll talk about the ego a little bit later on, but the ego is something else. Oh, my doggone eyelash. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the ego, we don't want to too much deal with the ego right now, but the crown chakra is the gateway to our spiritual wisdom. And sometimes we need to negate that ego for a minute and get in contact with our spirituality, our spiritual side. So that's what we're going to do today when we talk about our crown chakra. Now you may ask yourself, where is the crown chakra located? Well, the crown chakra is, if you guessed it, your head is your crown, right? So your crown chakra is up in this area, okay? It's not on top, it's in your head, it's up top, okay? So that is where your crown chakra is located. Some of the things about the crown chakra, okay? It is a receiver and giver of energy and consciousness. Okay, let me say that again. Your crown chakra is the receiver and the giver of energy and consciousness. So the crown chakra is the meeting point between the finite, which is the physical and the ego, and the infinite, which is the universe and the soul. So I say again, the meeting point the meeting point between the crown chakra is the finite, which is the physical or the body and the ego, and the infinite, which is the universe and the soul. Okay? The crown chakra also influences your spirituality, your inner wisdom, the ability to relate to your inner wisdom, the ability to relate to your inner self, and the ability to relate to others. So again, that's what the crown chakra does. It influences your spirituality. It makes you get in contact with yourself, go within and do retrospection so that you will be able to open up to the divine and receive the gratitude and be able to push out the positive energy that flows from our crown chakra all the way down to our root and right back up again to our crown chakra. So it's all interconnected, okay? Now, the crown chakra is represented by the 1,000-petal lotus flower, okay? And that embraces the attitude of gratitude. And that kind of circles it all the way back around to our Reiki principles. And before we wrap this up, we'll go back into the Reiki principles. And one of the Reiki principles is I will show an attitude of gratitude. That kind of love and understanding comes from having your crown chakra opened up. No matter what life throws at you, still be grateful, still have and show gratitude to the universe, because for the more gratitude you show, the more that the universe will open up and shower you with the blessings that it has in store for you. Now, before you are able to understand how the crown chakra works, well, you got to understand that some things hinder our crown chakra from opening up. And those are called crown chakra blockages, or you may be experiencing an imbalance of your crown chakra or of all your chakras. You know, believe it or not, if one chakra is out of balance, then 9 times out of 10, the rest of your chakras will be too. So again, that's how you just have to go ahead and make sure that you are keeping an even keel and a balance in your everyday life. And how to do that is to make sure that your chakras are balanced. Okay? So one of the symptoms of a crown chakra blockage or an imbalance is isolation and loneliness. And so at the beginning of my recording, I kind of, like shared a little bit of experience with you about what I was going through that got me to where I am today. And isolation and loneliness was one of them. Depression was another one. I had been an overseas contractor for years and still had a time of trying to get back in and feel sociable again. So a lot of the times I would isolate myself and feel loneliness. And again, that was because my chakras were out of whack, out of balance. And once I came to that understanding, that isolation and that loneliness that I felt went away. The divine came into my spirit and my soul, and it healed me. It allowed me to open up and to heal from within. Okay, another sign or symptom of the crown chakra blockage is depression. Depression hits all of us at some form, some point in our life. It depends on what we do whenever we are depressed. What can we do to bring ourselves out of that depression? Okay. Another sign and symptom of a crown chakra blockage is the pineal gland. You may have some thyroid disorders. Again, you can kind of look up these different imbalances and blockages online, but I just wanted to give you a few that actually related to me, except for the thyroid and pineal gland disorders. I don't have any of that, but I did experience depression that I have never felt in my life. And this was all last year. And so again, the crown chakra, the Reiki healing, this has really, really, truly changed my life for the better. This journey that I'm on, okay? It made me understand my purpose here in this world, okay? Now, how do we open up and balance our chakras? Okay. Well, we can get inspired for one. Go outside, commune with nature. I go outside a lot and sit outside, especially in the morning time, and I like to watch the sun rise, and I give gratitude for being able to see another day. I step outside barefoot and I put my feet on the ground. I give gratitude for the ground is for Mother Earth. Okay, you can get inspired also by writing a song. If poetry is something that you do, just start writing down, just start journaling. Anything to do to get you inspired. Again, that is just that little spark from the inside saying, hey, it's time for us to do something different. We need to start trying to heal. Okay. Also, another way to open up or balance your crown chakra is to practice affirmations. Okay. There are plenty of affirmations online. You could go to a lot of different websites. But the affirmation that is for me, for the crown chakra, it's full circle. It goes all the way back around to the Reiki healing. And we're going to get into those affirmations or the principles of Reiki. Okay. Also, another type of way to balance or open up your crown chakra is, of course, through Reiki healing. And there are other forms of healing that you can go to or go through. And also, different yoga positions will help open up your crown chakra and other chakras as well. Okay. But the challenge of the crown chakra is to liberate the spirit and open up to the divine. Let me rewind, okay? I said the challenge of the crown chakra is to liberate the spirit and open up to the divine. Ashe, okay? So, when we realize that everything is interconnected and that we are part of the larger scheme of life, that's when we'll be able to live with gratitude and faith and trust instead of fear and anxiety. We cannot let fear and anxiety cripple us. Um, and if we have to, go ahead and really get into um, opening up our crown chakras because we don't want to be crippled by fear or anxiety. We want to always be grateful and show gratitude for the blessings that we have in our lives. Okay? When we understand we are guided by the higher power, and when we feel divinity from within and from without, that's when we know that our crown chakra is beginning to open up. Okay, so when we talked about the crown chakra, we're going to bring it full circle and we're going to talk about the 5 principles of Reiki. And again, if you kind of listen to the flow of how we was getting into the crown chakras, it always says something about gratitude. Show an attitude of gratitude. The crown chakra is represented by the 1,000 petal lotus flower, which embraces the attitude of gratitude. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to close this on up, and we're going to talk about the 5 Reiki principles. And these can be used for your affirmations daily. The first one is I will let go of anger. That's the first principle of Reiki. The second one is I will let go of worry. So you see how whenever we talked about how the crown chakra, it helps you to go away from the fear and anxiety, it's still coupled and tangled up and intertwined with the principles of Reiki, because again, fear and anxiety brings what? Anger and worry. So with these positive affirmations from our Reiki's a principle, we can infuse these into our daily lives and be able to open up to receive from the divine, and also be able to push out and to give back to the universe. Okay? The next principle of Reiki is I will do my work honestly. I will be kind to every living thing. And last but certainly not least is I will show gratitude. I will show gratitude. Okay? So let's bring it back on around, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to close this thing on up, and we're going to talk about Reiki. You remember what I said, what it meant? Okay? Reiki is what? Radiant energy illuminating knowledge through inner guidance. My loves, has been real. Namaste. I love you guys. Until we meet again. Ciao.